Welcome everybody. This is the intermediate level for reading Hebrew, which is not so hard. It's just a little bit more advanced to the beginners. It's basically mixed vowels. It's not just like each vowel by itself. If you already know the vowels, you can just skip ahead to the practice. If you need a quick review, then stick with me. So we have 5 different sounds. We have a, e, o, and u. And the way it's written in Hebrew, for a, we have
these 2 vowels. We have kamatz, which makes a, and we have patach, which also makes a.
One is like a plus sign, one is like a minus sign. Next thing we have is e, and we have 2 dots and 3 dots, and the vowels are called tsere and segol, which make the sounds e. Next we have e. So we have a letter and a dot under, which makes it e, or a letter, a dot under, and the letter yud, and the vowel is called chirik. Next up we have cholam, which makes the sound o, and it's either a letter with a dot on top, or a letter following the letter vav and a dot on top of the vav, which both make o. And lastly we have u, which is kibbutz, and shuruk. And it's either a letter, 3 dots diagonally, or a letter and following with the letter vav and a dot on the side. Again, don't mix up with the cholam, which is a dot on top. This is a dot on the side. And lastly, we have shva, which is just any letter that you put in, and it just makes it like be, ge. It's not like a pronounced vowel. All right, let's get to practice. So I put on the side, I put the alphabet with the English letter. So if you need to pause or you need some help remembering what kind of sound does it make, then you could just go ahead and pause and look at the letters. Okay, let's start. So I just want to mention before we start, if you see this, which is shva and patach together, and you're going to pronounce it like patach, like ha. All right, I'll give you 3 seconds every time you read a word, and then I'll say it. A, ha, va. A, ha, va. Quickly, ahava, which means love. Next word. Muzika. Muzika. Quickly, muzika. It means, you guessed it, music. O, to, bu, s. O, to, bu, s. Quickly, autobus. Autobus, which means bus. Ma, to, s. Ma, to, s. Quickly, matos. Matos, which means plane. All right, so this is a shin. Don't confuse it with a sin. You see the one with a dot. It's 2 different dots. One is a sha, one is a sa. This is a shin. She, me, sh. She, me, sh. Shemesh. Shemesh, and it means sun. Chalon. Chalon. חלון, 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 and it means a window. שוקולד, שוקולד, chocolate, chocolate, and it means chocolate. עיתון, עיתון. This is the version of the nun. When it ends a word, then you write it this way. See, this is the nun. Iton, iton, which means newspaper. רכבת, 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 and it means train. מחברת, 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 and it means notebook. עיפרון, 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 and it means pencil. Okay, two things. One, you see there is a shva, so it's le. And another thing, you see this is not a shin, this is a sin. See the dot over here is a sin. So le, sa, che, k. Le, sa, che, k. Lesachek. Lesachek. And it means to play. When you see a lamed at the beginning of words, sometimes, not always, sometimes it means to eat, to sleep, to drink. So if you want to say to, you just add a lamed. Sometimes, again, not all words. Li, ke, ro. Li, ke, ro. And it means likro, to read. See the lamed again is to. Li, che, to, v. Li, che, to, v. Lichtov. Lichtov. So two things. One, this one is a chet. It's not a chet, it's a kaf. See? One with a dot is ka. One without a dot is cha. Like chet. It's pronounced the same, but it's spelled differently. And another thing is here, the base, and it's not with a dot, which makes it a ba. It makes it without a dot, it's a va, like a v. So this is li, che, tov, lichtov. And we have the lamed at the beginning of the word, which makes it to write, to write. Ma, ch, she, v. Ma, ch, she, v. Machshev. Machshev, which means a computer. Okay, this one has 3 dots, which is segol, and also 2 dots, which is shva. You follow, if there's anything you see with a shva, you follow the main thing. So the main thing here is a segol, so it's going to be e. Le, e, cho, le. Le, e, cho, le. Le'echol. Le'echol. And it means to eat. Shu, le, cha, ne. Shu, le, cha, ne. Shulchan. Shulchan. It means a table. Okay, this might be confusing. You see there's 2 dots. One is to indicate if it's a shin or a sin, and one is because it's cholam. So the vowel cholam gets a dot on the left top. So that means it's a cholam here, and this makes it a shin, because there's a dot here as well, which makes it this letter. Li, shon, n. Li, shon, n. Lishon. Lishon means to sleep. Ki, s, o, t. Ki, s, o, t. Kisot. Kisot means chairs. So again, remember I told you if you see a shva with a different vowel together in the same word, follow the main one. So the patach is the main one. A, vi, r. A, vi, r. Avir. Avir. Air. A, da, ma, ha. A, da, ma, ha. Adama. Adama. And it means earth or land. Try to figure this word out. Be, ha, tse, la, cha. Behatzlacha, which means good luck.